Welcome everyone, happy to see you again. Today we are going to learn about some special informations of the columns. And before get into the topic, don't forget to subscribe our channel. We are doing the following works in online, with good quality and low cost. Interested, kindly contact us. Column is a vertical structural member, intended to transfer a compressive load. For example, a column will transfer the loads from the roof, slab or from the beam to the footing or foundation. Columns are constructed with materials, which is having good compressive strength such as stone, brick, block, concrete, timber, steel and combination of steel and concrete. Nowadays, reinforced cement concrete is used to construct the columns. Depending upon the slenderness ratio, generally classified as long column, short column, and intermediate column. Slenderness ratio is the ratio between the effective length of column and radius of gyration. Slenderness ratio of short column should not exceed 50, an intermediate column is having the range of 50 to 200, and for long column slenderness ratio will be more than 200. If the ratio of effective length to its least lateral dimension is less than or equal to 12, then it is called as short column. If the ratio of effective length to its least lateral dimension is greater than 12, then it is called as long column. The long column fails due to their buckling force. The short column fails due to their crushing or compression force. Dead load and live load, which is acting over the column. Live load is the load, which is transferred from the slab or root and beam to the column. The intensity of the load differs with usage and type of building. Dead load is the self-weight of the column, it will change based on its physical property. Distance between the columns. If the distance between the columns are more than 4 meters, it will affect the cross-sectional dimension of the column. Because it is subjected to carry the load from the huge area. Construction material, which is used to build the column. Because the variation will be in compression strength of material. Grade of concrete and steel. Type of building, based on the usage of building, assumed live load will change. From my research, there is no standard size of column. Because the dimension will vary with some conditions that we discussed in the previous slide. Nowadays, we are using reinforced concrete to build the column and the live load will remains constant for residential building. Commercial buildings and industrial buildings will have more intensity of live load, comparing to residential buildings. Because they will subjected to carry high intensity of load. They may carry vibrational force, impact force, and dead load will be higher. Minimum size of column should not less than 200 mm by 200 mm. So, that size of column for residential buildings can be adopted as 230 mm by 300 mm. Concrete. For the single-story building, M15 is enough to construct. But more than one story M20 is suggested to build the column, so as to reduce the failure due to crushing. For steel, Fe 415 steel is suggested for the construction of reinforced column. 4 numbers of 12 diameter bars is to be provided for the main reinforcement, and 10 mm diameter of bar with 300 mm center to center is to be provided as the lateral ties, with the clear cover of 40 mm. Column is compression member, the mentioned column specifications are adopted when the distance between the columns, having less than 4 m. Only suitable for residential buildings and short columns. Because short column having good load carrying capacity than long column. And the specification will be enough to carry the loads residential buildings. If these specifications are used for industrial or commercial building, failure may occur in column. So, short column is mostly suggested. Thank you everyone. If you like this video, thumbs up, and subscribe my channel and keep sharing.